Hey, it's Deanna, and I just got this today. Oh my God, I am thrilled with it. I absolutely adore it. So, what this is a gorgeous Czechoslovakian glass perfume bottle, and it's made sometime in the 1920s and the 1930s, and I suspect it was made by Moser, which was a Bohemian glass company. They made the most beautiful, beautiful artistic pieces of glass. They worked with crystal and they worked with regular hand blown glass. And this particular one has a frieze. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's like a little mural that goes around the glass bottle. And it has all different stylistic little figures, almost like goddesses or gods. Let me show you. And there's all different scenes going around it. And they're like almost muses, like little muses going around. And this is really spectacular. Now, companies like De Vilbiss and Volupte and Pyramid were perfume bottle makers, and they actually had a lot of their glasses imported from European countries, such as Czechoslovakia and France and all different countries. And I believe this was made for one of those companies. Now I know De Vilbiss did use Moser for some of their glass works. Now it's not marked De Vilbiss, and it's only marked Czechoslovakia. Let me see if I can show it to you. So if you see right there, it says Czechoslovakia. Now, Moser glass was also known to have don't mind me, Czechoslovakian marks on their glass. Now, sometimes you'd see Moser Glassworks, Carlsbad, and sometimes you don't. Generally, you would see it like stamped on the bottom of the foot of the glass. But on this one, you don't see it. Now, sometimes they made whole entire sets. And so they would make the perfume atomizer bottle along with other pieces for dressers, and only one of them would be marked and the rest of them wouldn't. So maybe that's why there's no Moser mark on this, but I really suspect that this is Moser. I collect Moser glass, and Moser glass is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see piecework like this. This one's earlier than the bottle, but this is a frieze also going around like a little mural, and this was all hand cut glass and wheel cut designs. And so this is also called gold rotting, and it was like an encrusted gold gild that went around these bottles and these pieces of glass. Now, a lot of these Moser glass pieces weren't just perfume bottles. They made dresser boxes, they made chalices, they made all sorts of pieces of glass, and they had a series of this frieze work sometime in the 20s and 30s, and the glass sometimes would be in all different colors. So you would see like a really dark eggplant purple. Some of them were gold, some of them were clear glass, some of them were almost like a cobalt blue color, even emerald green. But I really, really, really like this color. It's almost like an amber, but with a little bit of an orange to it. And I really think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous color glass. And that's why I fell in love with it. Now, it's missing the atomizer on the top. And I had made friends with a seller on eBay that sells the glass perfume bottle uh, restoration pieces. She sells bulbs and tubes, and she collects antique bottles as well. And she told me that it's hard to find the pieces to match these. Like you have to have the exact width to be able to thread it in. And so what she did was I ordered some accessories from her for other perfume bottles, and she was kind enough. She put in a package for me that's set to arrive soon. She said some connector pieces that may fit this. So hopefully we will have a miracle, because it absolutely drives me insane when I have an antique piece of glass or any kind of antique thing in my collection that is not complete. If worse comes to worse, I can turn this into a bud vase, and that would be quite interesting. Now, just to give you an idea what it would look like when it's all set and all finished, when I finally find a piece that would go with this, this does not fit, but just to give you an idea, I'm just going to place this right on top, and it's not going to want to stay. So what I'm going to do is hold it on. And then that is going to look sensational. Really, really, it's going to look beautiful when I get this to, what do you call it, be complete. So Yeah, so I sweat this one out. This was on an eBay auction. I watched it for 7 days straight. And I always like to go in and bid at the last second, under 5 seconds to the auction's end. Because if other people are bidding on something, I don't want them to see my hand ahead of time. And where in response, they'll raise their bid price and they'll bid higher. I don't like things costing me money. And since I'm on a budget with everything I buy, I need to get things as cheaply as possible. So what's great is not bidding until the last possible second helps you because if somebody sees you outbid them and gets a notification that they're outbid, they're going to raise the price up. And so I don't show anybody my hand until the last possible second when they can't respond to me. That's the greatest thing. Now, some people think that's a real crappy move, but it's called sniping. And a lot of eBay veterans do this. So it's not something that's new or unique. It's been going on for years. So I sweat this one out at the last possible second. Only a few other bidders bid on it. Nobody found it. And my guess is because the seller actually did a crappy job of listing this. They put very few words in the description. They just really did not do their homework on this piece. They did mark it as Czechoslovakian, but that was it. They didn't, do any Googling or research on this. And so they had a poor description, poor pictures. And because of that, I was able to snag this up for really cheap. Not going to tell you what, but it was very, very, very pleasing to see the winning bid when I won it. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys all soon. So long.